Hi guys, so let's talk about retirement of ADA and how much ADA you realistically need to be able to do that and live your best life like this guy here is in the jacuzzi with a bottle of liquor. I kind of wish that was me right now. But again, quick disclaimer, please read this with care guys. This video is not financial advice. Crypto is volatile and highly risky. No results are guaranteed. This content is for experienced users only, and there's a full legal disclaimer in the description below. Right, so before we jump into the actual core of the video, I just want to tell you about my experience with ADA. So I originally got into ADA back here in 2021 when one of my friends sent me a text to say, oh, you should buy ADA. And I was like, what is that? And he's like, oh, it's this crypto coin. It's founded by the co-founder of Ethereum. They've got this academic approach that no other crypto is doing, and they're doing all these projects in Africa, blah, blah, blah. And I was sold. And to be fair to him, he was right. I made some money on paper, but I didn't actually realize them and didn't understand how to actually sell and how crypto cycles work. So essentially, I held it all the way down here, and it's been quite a long journey. But what I have done is I've bought continuously, I've averaged in, and I've brought my price down throughout the whole bear market. And now as we kind of head into altcoin season, and we're now starting to see some profits, which is really, really nice. And I'm sure a lot of you guys who are ADA fans are in a similar boat here, round tripped it, but we're here to make some money. But it's important to note, it's very risky to put all your savings into ADA. Diversification is key, but for this purpose of the video, as a thought experiment, we want to see hypothetically how much you would need to retire. And by retire, I'm going to benchmark this at 1.5 million, as a lot of you guys might think that that's not enough, and quite a lot of people might say that is enough. So we're just going to use that as an average benchmark for retiring comfortably, quote unquote. Before that, I do have to mention some of the things that ADA's been doing in the bear market and, recently in the last year or two, such as the Bitcoin OS integration, the Midnight privacy coin, the ETFs, the strategic reserves, the Hydra transactions. Again, that's not what this video is about, but that's just some of the things that ADA has been working on over the last few years. So in order to actually work out where ADA can kind of go, we do need to understand the market cap. And by market cap, I would say a definition here is the total value of a cryptocurrency found by multiplying its current price by the number of coins in circulation, because it helps to show the size and importance of cryptocurrency in the market. Again, I would just say that it's the total amount of money that a project is worth in the market. So let's jump into it. ADA is sitting at 72 cents, and we're going to calculate that off current time of recording. So with ADA's currently sitting at 72 cents. You would need grand total of 2,038,333 ADA to retire at, guess what guys, $1.5 million, which is a hell of a lot of money. If any of you guys have that kind of disposable income to invest, congratulations to you. You are significantly further ahead than me and the vast majority of people. So ADA, $1.50, you would need a million ADA to retire at a cost of $720,000. Again, still a ridiculous amount of money for the average person to be able to invest. Next, if ADA can reach $2, you would need, guess what, 750,000 ADA to retire at a cost of $540,000, which is equivalent to a pretty decent house in America, and same in the UK and pretty much anywhere in the world. I think I'd rather take the house at this point in my life, but again, we're all in different scenarios and on different journeys. So ADA, if it can reach $2.50, you need 600,000 ADA to retire at a cost of $432,000, which is the same price as buying 9,294 4-slice toasters, just to put that into some perspective for you boys. So, next one, ADA can reach $3, you would need 500,000 ADA to retire at a grand total of $360,000, which is the same as 450 Labrador Retriever puppies. Again, not sure what the best trade-off is there. Personally, I would probably take the money, but again, might be different for you. So ADA, if it can reach $3.50, you would need 428,571 ADA to retire at a cost of $308,000. Again, that is the same as 309 iPhone 16 Pros for some more perspective. If ADA can reach $4, you would need 375,000 ADA to retire at a grand total of $270,000, which is, for the average gym membership, 5,400 months, which is kind of ridiculous. So, ADA, if it can reach $4.50, you would need 333,000 ADA to retire at a cost of $240,000, which is the same as 53,932 grande coffees from Starbucks. A lot of coffees. That would be keeping me up. Again, if ADA can reach $5, you would need 300,000 to be able to retire at a cost of $216,000, which is 309 PlayStation 5 Pros. Next, I'm not going to go into detail on all of these, but essentially, if we can see ADA potentially getting to $10, which is on the cards, I wouldn't say it's going to happen, but if it can do that, at current standing, you would need 108,000, and that would be you buying and selling at the $10 and not even including tax. But ultimately, guys, in order to become a millionaire from just ADA, you're going to need a large sum of money, right? I don't personally think, like I mentioned, it's going to hit the $10, and it's not wise to wait for the $10 mark or even the $5 without taking any profits. I think it's a bit unlikely to happen, but remember, guys, take profits on the way up in this 20% cash out strategy. I think that's the best way to go about it, and I'm going to show you how to go about that. So essentially, say we were back here in the 2021 run, we got all of our ADA, we would take our first 20% out sum around here, right? We get our initial profits back, and we are pretty much rolling free at this point. We take another 20% out as it goes up. Again, we are in profits, and we've got all of the initial investment out. We take another 20% out, doing pretty well. We've made the majority of the money that we want to at this point. We'd get another one in there, the 80%, so we would be massively in profit. And this is the really cool part, guys. You've got 80% out, you're well in profit, which leaves you 20% for the moon bag. So you can leave that last 20% out and you can cash out at whatever point you want, because you've already made all the money, right? You've already eliminated all of the risk, and this one you could potentially make the most amount of money in just one sell point. In this sell point here, you could potentially make more than you did in these two sell points here, right? And you've already taken profits on the way up. So guys, I would say that's personally the best way to go about that. That's the way that I'm going to be approaching selling ADA in order to retire. I'm not going to retire, obviously. I haven't got enough in it. But again, for you guys, I would recommend going about that. So hopefully that's provided you guys some value. And yeah, thank you a lot.